Now then, you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. It is much appreciated, and we're in my own house. We're starting the bathroom, finally. It's the first job of the year, first job in this house, in my house, of the year, after having a nice little break over the Christmas period. So, bathroom, biggest plumbing job so far we've done in the house. So I'll show you what we've done already, because I got a little bit happy with a hammer end of last year, where I ended up knocking this wall down, because if we had a separate toilet and a separate bathroom, and we got this wall, I'll adjust and move further forward to make the room nice and spacious. So before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed, hit that like button if you do like the video, and if you've got any questions throughout the video, drop them in the comments below. So enough of me babbling. I will now run the intro, and let's get into it. Like I said, took the wall down here, made it into a bigger bathroom. So what we're going to do today, it is currently at the moment 3:20, and we are doing this on an evening. So we're going to do it in bits and bats here and there. It's going to take longer than a normal standard bathroom if we're doing someone else's house would take. So what we're going to do today is just taking this back to brick. We're taking all the plaster off except for this wall, which is only a 3-inch block wall, and the other side is fresh plaster, so I don't want to risk it, and it's pretty flat to be fair. I spoke to the plaster, he said just get the rest of this funky wallpaper taken off, and then we can just skew over the top of that, because we're going to have half tile all the way around except for the bath wall there and there, because what we're going to do is we're going to rip this cupboard out and move the bath over into the left hand corner so we can get a bar mixer shower over there with a nice shower screw. We'll probably start by taking this cupboard out. We've got a cupboard at the bottom, cupboard there, and then a panel at the top we've never taken off, so we'll have a look inside and see what's in there. Hopefully there's some treasure to be found, and someone's left me millions and millions of pounds who's lived there before. We can always hope and wish and dream. So we'll get that ripped out, and then we'll start taking X wall, B wall, that didn't make sense at all, and that wall back to brick. We're going to leave the toilet in for now. We are going to change the soil pipe going through the wall at some point, but we'll leave that for today. So I'll probably just take it back to brick up to here, and then when we do that, I'll just knock the rest of that bit of plaster off there. So let's prop you up somewhere and start taking this to shreds. No fucking way. Someone's only gonna left a wad of money in here. There's got to be at least 500 quid, grand in there maybe? No way. I'm only jesting with you. I wish I'd found some money in there. It's my money, I put it there. Managed to lift one of these up. Do you think when I first moved in here, I did not scrape every nook and cranny to see if anyone left any money? It was the first thing I did. I've never ever found anything interesting other than bits of newspapers and stuff like that. Has anyone found anything interesting? Wads of cash, bits of gold, some dodgy magazines? Let us know in comments below. Yeah, just a little joke for. I found it funny. You might not, but yeah. Anyhow, so get this ripped out. Get the. Didn't think I've got to take the tiles off first before I start ripping all this out. So I'll get them out there. I didn't see this under here. The electrician's already been. He's been and first fixed what he needs to first fix. I didn't know that was there, so I'm hoping that's dead, and I can just cut that out and leave the wire under the floor. these bolt pens, rigging one. Great little tool, must have on all tool bags, just for quick indication whether you've got a live cable or not. If it was live, you'd get a, your light would flash red. Some set an alarm off, this one's just a light, but I'm confident there that that is dead. It's must have, there's only about a tenner, you can get more expensive ones, but you get from pretty much any merchants. As an apprentice, definitely recommend getting yourself a voltage pen. So, get that cut out, cupboard's out of place now. Let's try to trip over these while whipping all this out. We've got all these bits downstairs, and then we can start taking the plaster off. We're leaving the bath in for now because we are still living here. We still need to get a wash for the next week or two. The plaster's coming next week. So by next week, I need to get this all ripped out, first fixed, and ceiling boarded. He's gonna board all the walls. And then once he's done that and plastered, I can get the new bath in and we'll put a J-shaped bath in. So, let's crack on and get this taken downstairs. I don't know if you can hear me properly, but that took a lot longer. Sorry, just put wipe the screen down so you can actually see me. That single wall took a lot longer than I thought it would have done. I'm glad that's over with. I think it was because it's breeze block wall. Where I did a little tester on this wall, and that seems to be coming off a lot easier. That's took me over an hour just to get that little bit off. Nightmare. Kind of regretting I didn't just board over the top of it. Chase my pipes into the wall, but never mind. At least it's done now. So move over to getting the tiles off and the plaster off these walls, and then round the windows as well. Obviously leaving the bath split in place and clean all that out and get cleaned up. It's getting late now, it's getting dark in here and I've got no actual lights in, so I've got a little lamp down there, and it's I don't know if it's flashing or not, while it's showing up on the camera, so I apologise if it is flashing. If there is any epileptics in the watching the video, I am sorry. I will try put a, if I remember rightly, to put a warning flashing lights bit up at the front at the beginning of the video. So tidy this up behind me first, and then we'll crack on with getting the rest of the tiles and plaster off. Just like that, we are done for now. Wall stripped, wall half stripped. We've just got a little bit there to take off when we take the toilet out to renew the pipe going through the wall. We're not renewing the full stack, we're just going through the wall into the branch. Later down the line, we'll swap this full tile stack at a later date when I've got more time, because the plaster's coming next week and I need to make sure all the first fix is done. So it's a point where I can board the ceiling. I'll probably board the ceiling tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm not too sure, but as long as the plumbing is done for Monday morning, because the plaster, like I said, is coming next week. I'm going to do this video as a full first fix video, so you'll see me do the first fix plumbing, see me fit in the bath, and then we'll do another video doing the second fix. Hopefully we'll catch Tim. I might introduce you to Tim. Timmy Too Tall, tallest plasterer you've ever met. So stay tuned, and if you haven't already, make sure you are smashing that like button. And just like that, a few days later, a week or so later, toilet's out, rest of the plaster off, and the ceiling is boarded. So today's plan of action is to renew this lead pipe that's going through the wall. So we'll head outside, smash out all the brick, cut the lead, try pull that out and renew it into the branch. Right, I'm hoping you can see my trusty lead lenser trying to light us up here. So, head up here. I've got, not very bright is it? So, we're going to renew it from the branch. So we'll cut through the lead here. Try slide it out before we start knocking round. Sorry, I'll jump down a bit, you might be able to see a bit better. Yeah, we go. So yeah, we'll cut through the lead and try to pull it out. If not, we'll have to just knock round, and then we can get our elbow in the wall. And we've got a cast plastic adapter. Ideally, at some point, I want to change the full stack because we've got cast up to here, and then at some point in the past, someone's replaced the top section for plastic. So for now, we'll just get a cast plastic adapter in there, 4-inch pipe through, elbow straight through the wall. So I'll pop you down, get this cut, and see how we get on. First of all, get some gloves on, because I love playing with pool. Right, gloves on. Move the light, hopefully that's a little bit better. So what we're going to do is just lovely. So put that down there and see what movement we're having. Oh, quite a bit of movement. Should, when I've got two hands maybe, be able to wrestle this out of place. Right, I'll put you down, get that out of place, and then we need to look at getting this out. We'll have to chisel that in there. I've never actually fit a cast iron stack. Just out of curiosity, what did they use to fill this gap with here, where they put the lead into the into there? Was it like hemp, like a horsehair, or is it just like a plumber's mate sort of? They just fill it without. I know some people have put silicone in it to repair it, but yeah, let us know in the comments below. Right, so getting that bit out, I have to just chisel away at it, and I'm hoping that with a wiggle and a twist, this is now going to come out. Sometimes, if I remember rightly, the mushroom the end of it, and it can be a bit of a bugger to get out. It's coming, I think. Slowly. He says, yeah, you can see the mushroom the end of it. That's how they helped it seal. I think I must just scrape a bit more of the gunk out that's sealing it in place to get that out. So I'll be back shortly once that's all out of place. Right, so with that all out of place now, I think that'll wipe down because I've got something on it. That's better. Now out of place now, and like I said, it were mushroomed over, like so. Can anyone that used to fit lead and cast iron stacks tell me why? Is it for it to seal? Is that why you bend it over like that? Good to know. As obviously modern plumbing, it's all plastic these days. You don't use any cast or lead, so just handy to know why they did mushroom it over. So we've got a DC1BL from McAlpine. Best on the market, can't beat McAlpine. There's no comparison, there's no company even close to being the quality of McAlpine. Even the bags are good, I can't even open that. There we go. There we go. So this is a cast to plastic adapter. It's basically a pan connector with a 4-inch socket on the end of it. So that should just push in and seal nicely to the cast branch up there, and then we can measure across, get our distance for our elbow going through the wall, and then we'll I guess I'll light on it. We'll patch it up another day, probably some point in the near future, hopefully in the next year. Add it to one of my list jobs of many jobs to do. Saying that, I've got a job to do next week where I need some sand and cement, so I'll probably use it up from that. Right, I'm hoping that's better. I've got a head torch now. So they're all made up. They're very liquid. I'm a cheapo like me. It's co-op's own. Right. But there we go. Try to push this into place while trying to film. While trying to I'm dropping the bloody thing. Put that on there. So Really sorry about the camera angles here. Really unprofessional of me. So, that's through there. Bit of lubricant. We all love a bit of lube. Hoping I can then drop this into place. Not looking like I'm going to be able to. Oh dear. I might have to rethink this one. I was hoping that might just push over to the side and drop in. Say hello. Right, grab that for me. Right. Don't worry, it's not got poo on it. No, there's definitely no poo on it. Let me just push this into here. Oh dear, I can't get that in there. Oh.
Not big enough?
Well mate, no, it's big enough. I'm trying to get this round. It's definitely big enough, isn't it? I'm gonna get banned on YouTube. This way. Oh, come on. Do a bit more flex, there we go, twist it round. Right. Push that back into there. It might hopefully drop down into place. I'll knock the brick out above. One over. Let's just do that. Let's just take that brick out. Oh, we got. Alright, making a right ball ache of this. Look at it, come on. Get it in. Get it in all. That's what she said. You stole my joke there. Why won't it go in? Padded all the innuendos here. No. And now that's come out. Great. Just what I needed. Right, camera down. Get 2 pairs of hands on the job. Right, and we're back upstairs now. Just slung the toilet back in, temporary, just until the plaster starts on Thursday. I think it is. It started Wednesday, Thursday. I can't remember. Whip it out in the morning, and then yeah, like I said, boarding everywhere. Skim that wall, skim ceiling. So before he boards, 2 main jobs I need to do. Well, 3 main jobs is central heating pipes coming through the wall, radiator pipes coming out of the wall, and rip the bath out. So I think it's 8:30 now-ish. So I might call it a night. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night, and then back tomorrow evening to do some more. Need to get the bath, so I know what size centres. Note to self, pick the bath up tomorrow. Right, so we are back day later, and there's been a little change of plan. I said to you yesterday, I'm going to be putting the pipes in the wall for the shower and the towel rail, but decided against it. I'm going to let the plaster board it, and then I'm going to put some nice neat channels in the wall, and then we can tile over the channels. It's not the end of the world. If it really comes to it, I can fill them in if needs be. Or the reason being is the bath I've got is a J-shaped bath. And as some may know, J-shaped baths are always a standard size. And it turns out it's not. It's 720 instead of a 700. So what I'm going to do is wait for it to be plastered, and then I can measure off my centres. And when I can measure off my centres when the bath is actually here on site, I can measure it out with the overflow and make sure everything is square. And that way, I'm not going to be off centre with my bar shower mixer, and also that my rad pipes aren't going to be, and my radiator isn't going to be off centre between the wall and the bath. So, not the end of the world, but it actually makes my life a little bit easier for now. So all I need to do now today is get rid of these pipes, which we're going to do first. I've drained the central heating down, stuffed the towel under there, and all I'm going to do, because what happens here is got 2 T's which are going straight to there. They're elbowing round under this wall and then back down. I imagine this probably wanted to go straight through, or did do at one point, but someone's electricians like to use the holes that they went through. Never mind. And I should, poor planning by me, I should have moved these pipes before I got the wall altered and moved. That way I could have took this board up. So what we're going to have to do when it comes to putting the pipes in is just cut that board flush with the joist, and then we'll put some supports on underneath to make it all nice and support and strong. And what I'm going to do eventually, once it's boarded, is take the 2 pipes up there, channel it into the wall, run straight out, run across and back out. I've already done the legs for the shower valve and the radiator pipes down there. Always give it the pull test, because if you remember a bathroom I did a while ago, I had one of these pop off when I turned the water back on. So push it in, just pull it back, make sure it's not pulling anywhere. I'm going to reuse these tails going through the wall. We'll clean them down, and we'll probably just we're going to pull them back and put a coupler in there, a press fit coupler, and then we don't have to mess around repiping them bits and trying to get underneath this board. So one down, one to go. Get these 2 snapped out of place. Oh, cut them off. We'll probably cut these off. We don't want to damage the pipe too much in that corner over there. So cut these off, get these out, get it pressurised up, check that we've got no leaks on there, and then we can get this board back down, ready to move over to the bath. Not looking forward to sorting that out. Just need to leave a temporary feeding for the plasterer, but they need to go under the floor eventually and up that side, and I ain't got a clue what that cable is. Sorry for the flashing light again. So time to put the bath out. Water's off. Flexes, we'll just undo them, undo the waste. I've took the frame out and undone the screws on the bottom. Makes you laugh though. I don't know if you can see at the back there. I've not even tightened that up. Tighten that one up. Tighten that one up. I've not tightened that one up. I don't know how people get away with it. I would feel, well, you're just not doing your job properly, are you? If you're not tidying it up and making sure things are right. I don't know how people get away with it. I scrutinise myself and pull myself down for, I'm not the best plumber in the world, but I like to try my best and not always do things the right way. But I just don't know how people can live and sleep at night knowing that that bath's not that stable and other people bricking flues up with random things. So, anyhow, enough of that. Let's get the bath out, lift it out of place, and then we can look at capping off the water somewhat or another. Not too sure how we're going to do it yet. No silicone all the way around, except for this little big blob here. Well, I said little, this big blob here. It's the only thing holding it to the wall. There we go. Honestly, some people. So we've got 15mm pipe coming up, which we're just going to cap on there. Speed fit cap end on. That should be all okay. Then we've got a hot pipe which is coming up 15mm, which then I think is going to 3/4. And I don't fancy, if I'm going to be sweating, I don't fancy sweating a reducer onto engine to 15mm or 22mm to cap that off. I may as well try unsweat that and clean it up and try solder a new 15mm stop end onto there, because I can't get a speed fit one on. And at this time of night, 7:30 or whatever it is, 8 o'clock, I'm not messing around trying to cut into there. There's a job for another day. No, that's not going. Just not melting that flux at all. I mean that solder at all. So I'll get multi-tool right on the joint there, split it down, and then we'll try to clean it up and get the cap hand on that way instead. Right, with the power of a multi-tool, that's cut out of place now. Don't look as daunting when it's cut out. What we're going to do now is just try clean it up a little bit. The old school Dan Stokes ones, they're not the new Techers ones. Right, tell you what, let's focus this up. There we go. Hopefully this takes better than that. Where's my folder? There it is. Hopefully this takes better than the one we're trying to unsolder, that one. Turn that down a bit too much heat. Taken. There we go. Let that cool down. Don't want to cool it down too quickly. So what happens then is if, well, it doesn't really matter this one because I'm cutting it out in the next few days. But if years down the line, when you're pulling on the bit of pipe, if you cool the fitting down too quickly, it can cause it to crack later down the line when you're working on the pipe further down the system, if that makes sense. I learned that from Lawton Tubes. So with that out of place now, just give it a wipe down. Looks okay. So that's on there, that's isolated. We'll run downstairs and go get the water turned back on. And then we need to get this place all tidied up. I might leave this up here. Get Tim the plasterer to give me a hand down with it tomorrow. And then all I need to do then is just strip rest of the bits of this skirting and a bit of plaster here and there. And then that's it, all done, ready for Tim tomorrow. And we're back. Plaster has been plastered everywhere, bar these two walls. Obviously they're getting fully floor to ceiling, tiled, so don't really need to plaster them, tile straight onto the board. But on the other hand, the other side, we've got half tile there, half tile there, half tile all the way down there. So that's all been plastered nicely. So what we're on with today, first fixing the bathroom, getting the pipes in the floor and getting the pipes in the wall, and fingers crossed, getting the bath in place, but we will wait and see. So what I've done so far, I have cored my hole out for my waste, which is down there, and then I've drilled out my hole. I think I've got my route where I'm going to take, so I've got my hot and cold going across to my basin here. Again, hole through there, cold up there for the toilet, and then I'm either going to run my hot and cold all the way down and up, or I'm going to drill a couple of holes in here and we'll pop them up through there, and then I can run them under the bath once the bath's in place. And then same with my waste pipe, I'll probably push a full length pipe from outside all the way through. I might try kick it back to the joist and clip it to the joist and then pop it up maybe in the middle here somewhere. And then channel them in. I've got a little tip for you on them. I did it a couple of weeks ago in the bungalow renovation, where we use a multi-tool with 2 blades to cut a nice neat channel for a 15mm pipe in plasterboard. Can't do it into the brick, but should be enough with the dot and dab here and the plasterboard by the time I cut that out to get my 15mm pipes in the wall ready to go. So, got some more copper out of the van, pull some bends for there, pull my bend over there, and then we need to get the water turned off. We're going to have to cut these pipes low down like we did last week or earlier in the week, sorry, with this pipe, and somehow get it around either into the centre. Yeah, might try to bring it into the centre and put some support, or something in here to clip them to, and then pop them up out of the floor. So let's crack on, get this water turned off. Right, so with that all pressed in there now, all I need to do is, first of all, get a multi-tool in, which I should have really done first, to be fair, because it might be a bit awkward to get into now, but we'll make it work. Need to cut these two pipes, well, get the water off, cut these two pipes level with my pipes here. I'm going to put an elbow, so this is my cold, elbow across into that one, and then on the hot, which will be higher, elbow across into that one. May even try pull a bend and sweat it, or do I just put, yeah, it'd be fair enough a weight. It won't melt the elbow, the washer, I don't think. How do we risk it? Probably not worth risking, is it? Yeah, we won't risk it. We'll just put a bit of copper going out, and then we'll put a press elbow on into there. And then all the pipe work under the floor is done. So we'll cap these off, because I don't think I'm going to get the bath in today now. So I'll cap them off and get the floor put down and then the boarding down. So downstairs, get the water turned off. Right, that is all done and dusted, all connected up. Went a bit better than I first thought. It's one of them, I overthink things sometimes, and it's not actually as hard as I make it out to be in my head. So we had to do a little crossover here, unfortunately, without everything come up there. I needed to swap them around, so I had hot and cold on the left, and it's not the neatest, but once the floor's down, no one needs to worry about that. So, cap these off. Cap all them off. Gonna get an isolator on there so I can get the toilet back in temporary and get this water turned back on. Right, that's a wrap for me today. I've not quite got as far as I wanted to do, but I'm running out of time. Got to go somewhere shortly. So, not ready. Pipes, hot and cold, all in nice and neatly. We've got our waste pipe clipped along there. We pumped it out on the floor, so we've got a floorboard cut around that. Floor back down there. Floor back down here. And then I'll apply right underneath the bath then. I don't need to as such, but I think it's just going to finish it off nicely. So it's apply under there, and then we can run our hot and cold across with some possibly lever valves underneath, connect back up to our shower pipes, get some stalks up for our bath taps, which are coming from Clever Taps, but they're just out of stock at the moment, so just waiting for them to come through. Hopefully this week, all being well, and then we can get the bath fit. But I want to fit the bath first. Might get some temporary taps just in case they take a bit longer than expected. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in a couple of days when we're slinging the bath in. I'm going to stop the video here. I'm a bit cautious that it's going to go too long if we add the installing the bath and altering the radiator pipes in. So I'm going to put a halt on the video here. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you picked up some tips and tricks and see me make a fool of myself, as I do every week. So just thank you all for watching again. If you did like it, make sure you smash that like button. If you've got any questions, make sure you drop a comment below. And make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell, because you will get a notification every time we upload, at least once a week. So, peace out, and I will see you another time when we do the bath and the radiator pipes. Peace!